Hi, my name is Daniela Castellanos A01754395 and today I'm going to talk about my favorite book. My favorite book is The Perks of Being a Wildflower. I read in Spanish, so it's Las Ventajas de Ser Invisible, and it was written by Stephen Chbosky. I'm not pretty sure how to read his last name, but it's written like this. In the cover, we can appreciate the main character, who's Charlie, and the two sidekicks, Sam and Patrick, who were like his first friends on his high school journey. We can tell it like that because well, we're gonna get to that, so I'm not gonna tell anything about that now. Why is it my favorite book? I love this book because it's a really touching book. It talks about like really serious topics, but it's in such a soft way that you don't feel like you don't feel like your heart is like, I don't know, like it's one of the most triggering for some people topic that it touches is sexual assault and childhood trauma, and it touches them in such a way that it's like so soft that you don't feel like pressured or in a bad way or a bad mood reading about it. You just want to like keep going to know what's the story about. Make a short mystery about it. So actually this book is like divided not in chapters but in letters. This book is in the POV of Charlie. Charlie writes letters from whatever happens in his day, or I mean he's a teenager, so he just writes like, oh, today I went to a party and I tried this thing or that thing or whatever, and sends them to someone who we don't know who that is. From the very first beginning, it tells like, oh, I'm writing these letters to you because I know that I can trust you, and someone told me that I could trust you because you didn't like do a bad thing to someone when you could have done it, and I trust you because of that. And you never know who receives the letters, but I think that's how can I say, a pretty interesting way to divide the book. And I have never read something like this, like divided in letters, not in like chapters. And it tells the life of Charlie. It's nothing else but that. It's a life of a teenager, of a weird teenager, from his point of view, from his eyes. Who's your favorite character and why? I actually love Charlie. Why? Charlie is the main character once again. He's a pretty weird person. He's a particular person. Most of the main characters are almost perfect people or persons, like they are brave or they are confident or they're friendly, but Charlie is nothing like that. He's not a friendly person. He's something you have never read before. And I think it's amazing because why are we always reading the same little main character who's perfect and whose life is almost like perfect, when we can read some books that have like really interesting people? Like I really love Charlie for that, because I don't know, he just keeps going and keeps going, even though life hasn't been like really easy for him. He keeps going, and he's strong, but not as strong in a way that he wouldn't stop for a minute to cry, because he did cry like a lot. And which is the most important message from the book? My favorite phrase of the book, it's actually, we accept the love that we think we deserve. It's a really touching phrase for me. It's just like, wow, that really touched me, and it was amazing when I first read it. It was like, wow, I actually quite love it. And would I recommend a friend to read this book? Yes, I absolutely would. This is since I read it, it had become one of my favorite books. I had a lot of favorite books, but this one is amazing. And the characters are from the movie, these ones, because it's such a good book that they made it into a movie, and I think it deserved it. It's an amazing book, and if someone had to read it, I would recommend it like a million times. Thank you.